Right, well, good afternoon and welcome to Frizinghall. I've just got off this train at here from Leeds. A bit of a 40-minute gap at Leeds or so because there's quite a big change. We won an hour on this service, but anyway, this is going on to Bradford. We're going to have a look at that garden centre now, which is just a little bit further on. I'll switch cameras. So there's a garden centre just down there on the left. So let's have a wander around to it. We've only got about half an hour, 40 minutes again, because I want to get the next service back through Shipley to Skipton. So it's really just a quick check as to see what they sell here and if it's worth coming again. Not many railway stations near garden centres, so we've done Frizinghall before, it's not a new tick. Right, this is it, ACW garden centres. So let's have a look and see what is available. No queuing. Not been here before, so there's plenty of seeds. Have a good look around anyway and see what we can find. Right, we just bought a few potatoes there to put in the ground, some seed potatoes. So let's head back to the station now and head on to Skipton or wherever. Right, we're on the down platform. No, I beg pardon, up platform, aren't we? This is the way to, well, it would be to London ultimately. That's looking towards Bradford, which is going to be the down. So let's hang around for the train to Skipton. Right, this is our next train. We'll head over to Skipton on this and see if we can continue on to Lancaster. I was thinking of doing a short walk, but it's a bit crap weather. But we'll see. I could really do to go to Bear Lane, because I've not done that yet. Not ticked Bear Lane. We shall see. We shall see. 333 001 on the Skipton service. Right, just leaving Frizinghall, and yeah, we got some potatoes, I say, from that garden centre. I might go back there again sometime, see what else, because we were a little bit rushed, just a tad rushed there, and whatever. So yeah, next stop now is Shipley, and we should be turning left here now onto the single track chord that faces Keighley and Skipton. This is this, oh, you just quite see there's a scrapyard just there, Crossley Evans, at least I think it was called Crossley Evans, and they used to have a steam,
is Shipley.
A little saddle tank steam loco there some years ago. There was. So we're going down the sharp curve now towards Keighley and Skipton. Don't look like there's been a lot of rail-borne traffic in there of recent, it's a bit rusty. Because that's the connection. So this is the sharp curve now. Platform 5 at Shipley.
Ladies and gents, we shall be arriving at Shipley. Shipley is our next station stop. Change services here for trains to Leeds and Ilkley. And please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge. Shipley is your next station stop.
Right, we're just joining the main line now from Leeds, which is more over that side. Platforms 1 and 2. Just arrived at Keighley, and as you can see, all the pacer units, well, the 144s at least, are all still there. Just approaching Cottingley, and this is of course where we started that walk in the previous video. Right, now leaving Cottingley, so the next station is Skipton. You can can see where we walked just briefly here, up that way. So it should be platform 4 at Skipton. We will just see as we get there. Right, so of course, Skipton. So the Lancaster Morecambe service should be on platform 3 already. There's one coming out of platform Leeds service on platform 1. This is handy, it saves us having to go underneath now. Oh, 158 on a Morecambe. No pacer units now, of course, is there? At least not very many. Right, from this train on to this train. Let's do it.
Train is for Morecambe. The next stop is Scarborough.
Right, we're just leaving Skipton, heading further west. It's a long time since I've done this line through Gargrave. Well, Giggleswick is what I meant to say. Skipton, Lancaster. So yes. I wasn't so sure we were going to set off on time just a few minutes ago, because it looks like the Carlisle one's still stuck in front of us somewhere, but unless Traxi is wrong, then which it could be, because I can't imagine us setting off from Skipton with something only a matter of a few miles in front of us stuck. Anyway, let's continue now on to Lancaster. Just coming up to Hellifield. Blackburn line's on the opposite side, but we'll go over the crossover shortly. Never tend to look at this side of it coming into Hellifield, because obviously everyone is always focusing on the Blackburn line. Makes a change. Crossover here. There's also one on the Blackburn line, and that has not seen a train for a while. Got a bit of a shine on that. Hellifield. Dementia friendly, whatever that means. There's the old Midland train shed, well, canopy. I don't think the cafe will be open at this time. It's probably after 3 o'clock anyway, so I can't see it being open this time of day anyway. So, Station Cafe, but as I say, I think it'll probably be shut. Oh, might have been open earlier though, looking at that. Stuff there. Right, just coming up to Settle Junction now. This is the main A65 on the right here. So, you'll see the point work. We shall turn left. To Settle Carlisle goes straight ahead.
I'm going to ring back.
Somebody else is on the phone in case you're wondering.
I'm not going to bother going back to the phone.
So yeah, it looks quite nice just here. It's a very idyllic location, is Settle Junction.
Was that all right?
In the middle of the Dales. Right, that's a dis signal to go the wrong way off it. That is the crossover. But this service of use coming back. Now, just past the box on the opposite side. We're going to turn left here now. There's a short section, a very annoying short section of single track, and it doubles out. So that is a Settle in Carlisle now there. there, and that is the cracking. It's not got a good shine on this line at all now, is it? My word. God, it really is poor is this shine, because obviously there's been no specials, empty stock movements for steam tours. That's what shines this line up a bit. See how quickly the Settle Carlisle is rising up now. Because this used to be the main line, then they altered it to be the Settle Carlisle when it opened in the 1870s.
I used my key to get into yours, so it should be yours.
Imagine living there. Great view of trains. A bit of a shine now. It's just because it got a bit wet there earlier. This is the bypass road. Don't tell a lie, no, that's just the ordinary road. It's made. The bypass starts on the side of these trees. Yeah, this is the bypass road now. I think it was put in about 1988, but correct me if I'm wrong. So this is Giggleswick now. It's like a sort of Settle South station for this line. I remember coming here, walking it just over from Settle, and then we're not able to get a train along this line because it was cancelled. It really was annoying, was that? Got some information there about the Bentham line. Not very far off Clapham now. I think that is Ingleborough up there in the mist. Can't see the other peaks, too far across. I think like a 9-span viaduct here now. It isn't as good as the other side, I don't think. Yeah. This is Clapham. It's also the location of where they did that Ready Brick advert with the kids with the glow around them. It was here. If you care to check that out, I'm sure you'll find I'm right. Just leaving Clapham and now we curve onto the line to Carnforth here now, but the main line used to go to Ingleborough and onto the west coast at Low Gill from here, where those houses are, or chalets or buildings or whatever they are. So yeah, you just see there's a bridge in the distance you can see, just over there. That's where the line to Ingleton and to south the west coast used to go over there. Not a few years ago, I think we did now. Got off at Clapham and walked on to Bentham. This is Bentham. This is the biggest village on this line, between Skipton and Carnforth. There used to be a lot more railway activity here years ago. All this, is it like a dairy I think it is now? It's a dairy. Was all railway sidings and whatever else. Something down here that's... I'm sure I've seen milk tankers in and out of there before. Anyway, whatever it is, it's not railway now, unfortunately. We've swapped sides now. And this is Wennington. Well, very nearly. There is a path somewhere up the hillside there, but we couldn't quite find it last time we tried. Looks like they've got a bonfire ready. It's a bit off bonfire night yet though. So, yes, this is Wennington. yellow tick station here, of course, because there's a step footbridge, and on the other side, of course, it's straight on. Right, non-stop to Carnforth now. That's because it's the next station that's open. All the other intermediate ones are closed now. You'll see the tunnel shortly. Can't see it, but this is where the line towards Lancaster Green Air went off. Yeah, just where the other bridge is there, that's it. That went off down towards Lancaster Green Air and Halton, Clawton, Caden, wherever it was then. Hornby, not Hornby. Getting confused with the Scarborough Whitby line. Right, we're coming up to the bit where we got that class 66 about 4 years ago, was it? Or 5 or 6 years ago. It's a while back anyway. Right, there's some water just there, but that's not actually a river. This is an old formation of the river. We're on a low viaduct, well, a couple of low viaducts just here. And this one coming up now goes across the River Loon. I think it's the Loon. And yeah, where those people are there, that's where we were. This is the A6, the old main road, forerunner of the forerunner of the M6, and then we're going to cross the West Coast Main Line on a bridge. We go down and join it. So that's looking south. So it's red at the minute down there, so it might run straight through. It's a very sharp curve now to get into Carnforth. See West Coast Railway over there, they did 37s and 47s and 57s. A 57's virtually the same as a 47, it's just been re-engined. Long time since you built the ground steam town. Signal box is a mess. So, Carnforth, one more stop now, then Lancaster, and we'll get off at Lancaster. So our encounter of Carnforth will be brief. It will, because that's what they filmed here in 1945, was it? I think something like that. Briefing. Oh, it says so on the what's it? Needs to have the West Coast Main Line platforms put back in, it does here. So overdue is that there, a brief encounter. 75 years since I did it. Right, now joining the West Coast Main Line, which I crossed just a few minutes ago. Remains of Steamtown again across here now. A lot of stored stock here, and derelict stock as well. Pullman stock there as well. Haven't been used for a while because of all this COVID. Very annoying. Right, this is the Loon again. Bridge at Lancaster. There's a footbridge down there as well, actually. I never went on that yet. Lancaster Green Air now is somewhere down there. Not very far, but easy walkable. I think we are going to platform 5 actually, because we've got a feather number 2 as we approach the station. It's me, they cut some trees down here, it looks a bit more open. into Lancaster. Conductor, we're getting it other end of course here now, so 22 out to Morecambe. Right, I might just have a little bit of a break here. Right, we've come to Lancaster, so we may as well have a little look round here now. That's our train there we've just got off, which is heading on to Morecambe. So we'll have a look over this way. This is more where the town centre, or city, I think it's the city actually, is Lancaster. The city centre is this way. Right, nothing too interesting to note here, but this is Sainsbury's in Lancaster, and it's actually where Lancaster Green Air Station used to be. And if that's the queue, I'm not going to bother. Right, we're just on a path here now, just outside Sainsbury's, and we did manage to get in without having a queue. So this bridge where this bus has just gone over now is an old railway bridge that's been upgraded or widened for road use. So I'm not actually going to walk across it, but we'll walk down here. There's actually a proper path. But look at that. If that's not a railway bridge, then I don't know what is. So not exactly sure where Lancaster Green Air was. It's probably somewhere just behind us, because I think there's only a 2 or 3 platform station. It was. So yeah, we'll have a little walk back down here now to Lancaster Castle, the main station, and head home. Yeah, it's clearly, obviously, is an old railway bridge, is that, which is the old line from Warrington to Morecambe. It is that. This is obviously a lot newer. Might have a walk over there actually. Right, we'll have to go over this and then back over again shortly. Fancy skateboard is that, isn't it? Never been down here before. There's a 158 up there. Yeah, it's definitely, there's no question about that, is there now? Definitely the railways it was. It went underneath the West Coast main line just up there. Not sure we're in the right lane here, but anyway, we'll keep left. See if anything goes over the viaduct while we're walking down here. Yeah, there we are. Oh, it's a northern service. Diesel service. It's probably from Windermere or Barrow to Manchester Airport, I guess. Oh, I'm not recording this walk out because I forgot to set it when I left Lancaster. No worries. Another 158. Just a 2-car. That could be that Skipton one that we just used earlier. Right, I'm not going to walk to Bear Lane. Seems we're not recording it anyway, for one thing. Plus, I don't really think we've got time. Because there's only a train about every half hour, I think. Not even every hour, just to Bear Lane. If you want to walk on to Morecambe as well, it's going to be a bit tight for time. Right, it's quite a bridge, is this, over the Lune. And it's the staircase over there for the opposite side, so there must be something similar on this side. Yep, there is, it is. It just comes slightly wrong. Thought it would have been up from here. Yeah, footpath. St George, oh, crikey. Oh, un-PC, got all these steps. But we can do steps. Quite a lot of them as well. Quite a good view. Nothing approaching. Right, let's get back across to the south side. Lovely view. Right, we're now at the south side of the river, and judging by all the debris, it does get deeper than this. Right. Plenty of mud to slop around in here, if you like that kind of thing. Now I think we're onto the track bed now, near enough of the line that came out from Lancaster Green Air and went up to Castle Station, somewhere down here. Curved round. So, let's, which way should we head now? This way. And we'll then be able to walk up the connection from Greenhead Castle that was, if we can. Looks like a footpath of reasonable use, so we'll do that. Another train went over the bridge, but I missed it. I thought something else was coming then for a minute. Ah, there we are. Avanti West Coast service heading for Glasgow, I think. Oh, and a southbound Voyager service, whatever that's on. That was good, wasn't it? Right, I think we ought to walk back to the station now, and that's Castle Station, obviously, and we will walk along the road down here. Right, now this is the connection from Lancaster Green Air, looking down that way, up to Castle, this way, which is what we're going to do. And this looks like it might be the track bed level. Probably quite a steep gradient with this, I guess. It might be something like 1 in 50, maybe even steeper, because it's quite a climb from Green Air, lower level line. Cycling on the wrong side. We got it right this time. This is the pedestrian lane, that's the cycle lane. Right, we just come from down there. Got it a bit wrong. Hi. And up this way, I think. Not sure we can get down that way, but oh, I can do. Let's try. Right, this bridge goes over the railway, top end of the station. It can't really be used because it's blocked there and at the bottom end there. So, and you can see the station just here. Nothing coming in the short term, I don't think. So let's go down to the platform. It's got to be 4 or 5 for a southbound service, surely. Shame I didn't record this walk. It is just Lancaster to Lancaster. The Morecambe train's just leaving at the top end there. Ah, this is what we're waiting for now, coming in. Oh, it's a 66. It's not exactly going very fast though. No, maybe it is, I don't know. For a freight train, I suppose it is. Just coming in now. It's a Transpennine service for Glasgow. And it is one of the Nova 2 forms of units, Nova 2 units, which, oh, it is 2, not fancy that. So you're only using one, not both of them. So yeah, that's a Nova 2 train, is that one. Novas 1 and 3 are on the East Coast Main Line and Transpennine Huddersfield Line. It's the Nova 2s that they use on this service and the Edinburgh service. Pin your logos back. Watch out, 37s are about. Nice one. Right, here we are. This is the 1737 from here to London Euston. So we'll go with this one to Warrington Bank Quay. That's the plan of action anyway at the moment. Whether we'll go further to Crewe, we're certainly not going to London, that's for sure. So it's either Preston, Wigan, Warrington or Crewe will jump out at. My money at the moment is on going to Warrington Bank Quay. Might, if I can just do it, go to Runcorn East. If there's a good connection, tick that one. Right, we're not exactly on the most interesting section of railway at the moment now. Preston, Lancaster to Preston. And we'll see where we go from there if we do go to Warrington or Wigan. Okay. Right, just coming into Preston now. And you won't see much of it because you're right at the back of the trading coach A. So we'll have to wait while we leave to get a view. I would imagine we'd have come on platform 5, but I don't know, 4 or 5 I think. It might be 6. Can't see the station at all yet. Not just now. Yeah, it's on the opposite side because that's platform 7. So it must be 6. I'm just leaving Preston now, so yeah, this is platform 7 and 6 is what we've just called at the opposite side.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to London Euston, calling at Wigan North
Curving
Western,
away there would suggest
Warrington
that there was some
Bank
track
Quay,
up against that
Crewe.
bit and it went through where the car park was because there was a more direct route out to Blackburn
If you
years
see
ago.
something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
We'll go over the River Ribble just a bit further up here, which is the same river at Stainforth, where we jump into the river up there. So it's just a bit further, somewhere here now. This is it. That's the Ribble, and that's looking towards, it's flowing towards us. That bridge is the old route to Blackburn. Right, just coming into Wigan North Western now. You'll see the line and Walgate station.
Commander speaking, ladies and gentlemen, once again train arriving into Wigan North West. Anybody on board for Central and Central Liverpool Lime Street, also to Wigan Walgate, station 2 Southport Bolton, Manchester Victoria, please change at Wigan North.
Yeah.
Leaving us, please make sure to avoid your personal.
Now that's Walgate. It's a very easy connection between the two stations, as I'm sure most of you know. This track here leads into platform 1, but it's not that well used. It's got a bit of a shine on it. Right on the end of the station here now, on the end of the platform. It's just long enough.
Board this Avanti West Coast service to
So just
London
leaving Wigan
Euston,
North Western now,
calling
heading
at
for
Warrington Bank
London.
Quay,
Next stop is Warrington
Crewe.
Bank Quay, and we're off.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
There's a connection out of platform 1 for the West Coast, neither as there was. I think this is Wigan Springs branch now. Skipton LIP. So that's where both of the things go. Interested to know where that little line goes up there. Not so sure if that's actually the dead end, just a shunt neck. It don't go anywhere. Now, I think this line flies underneath now, to the left. This line goes underneath to the opposite side. Yeah, it goes there. It connects with the line from the Garswood and Bryn line. Right, just coming into Warrington Bank Quay now. The Holyhead train should be on the opposite side. It is. And there it is. That was very easy. Right, just leaving Warrington Bank Quay now, so next stop Runcorn East. So we'll work out what we're going to do when we get there. Oh, 66 rather. 66. Not sure if it is going Walton Old Junction, but I think the green light we saw was actually for the West Coast service. So, well, obviously we're not leaving parallel to it. So this is all the freight side of Warrington here now. The 66 down there. It's quite busy as this area. That's the line to go via Walton Old Junction, so we're on the west coast properly. My misunderstanding of that is the west coast main line up there, so we are going via Walton Old Junction. And obviously this is what comes out of Latchford now, and the sidings down that way. So I was expecting going over that bridge over there on this side. Never mind. Coming up to the bit shortly now where the west coast goes underneath. But I don't think you'll see that Avanti service again now. That'll be long gone. So that's the west coast main line down there. That goes towards Crewe in the south, Euston. So in effect turning right sort of thing here now. To Chester. Right, so we're going to the next stop, which is Runcorn East. Right, here we are. Runcorn East, tick. This is a new tick station for us. Oh, we can see Sutton Tunnel down there. I didn't realize you could see that from here. Thought it would have been too far away. Right, we'll let this service go and then we'll see where we can walk to, because it's not really near the city, well, the town centre of Runcorn is. It's some distance away. It's a bit like a parkway station. Oh, you can see another signal right at the other end of the tunnel as well. Oh, I can see through it. I think it goes under the M56, or does that go right there? Yes, it goes. The M56 crosses at the far end. Right, this is 175, 105 on the Holyhead service. Right, let's have a see what is at Runcorn East. Because I was thinking of actually going to Acton Bridge, walking it from here, but not now, not at this time of the day. It's after 6:30. So we might see if we can get a bus somewhere, or possibly a taxi even. We'll see. So is it step 3? It looks like it. Yeah, it's Green Tick Station is this. We can use the steps though. So this is on the east side of the railway, so there's a big car park here, look of it. and whatever. Let's have a look at the other side, because that's where you're more likely to get a bus from. If you want to go to Runcorn mainline station, we shall see. I hadn't thought of doing this at this time now, but since the opportunity was so easy, I thought we would. There's a booking office here as well. Okay. Right, buses behind us. I must have could just walk straight across there, couldn't we, actually? But anyway. Right, the bus stop's up there. In fact, I will just walk across here, have a look at the tunnel. Not so sure you get many freights along this line or not, but because the Northern Service doesn't tend to stop here very much. Yeah, probably as close as you can get to the tunnel. Right, anyway, let's see what we can get a bus. We can get a bus to Widnes from here, actually. So at least we've ticked this station anywhere now, without having to walk many miles. Looks like there's a booking office open at some time. Oh, one just gone now, look, whatever that was. Right, waiting at Runcorn East station, bus stop, and this looks like a dedicated guided, well, not a guided busway, but a bus lane that the traffic would use, a bus road or whatever. So we'll wait for the next bus and see where it goes. Okay, something's coming. Oh, Manor Park. So find out if it's right. Interesting here in Runcorn, it's like on an elevated section is the bus lane, and opposite over there as well, same. Not sure exactly where we're going to get off at the moment, but we'll soon find out. That bus there, from near Runcorn East station, and the main station in Runcorn is up here. Somewhere, it's not very far. And we might be going over that bridge there, which is, well, not that's a road bridge actually, with that curved span, but the railway bridge is next to it. So we'll get the next available train to either Liverpool Edgehill or Liverpool South Parkway or wherever it is. We'll see. Right, we're not very far off the station now. That's Runcorn main station, and we need to cross this canal somehow. And we'll do it on this bridge just up here. Just pulling in there, but we can't get that one now. It's only just there, it's a station. We won't get that one anyway. Let's have another look at the boats, and then we'll head over. Not so sure how easy it's going to be to get to Runcorn mainline station from here. Not completed yet. Looks like they're putting a new road in here. Actually, no, it's not new. This looks new, doesn't it? But that looks like an existing road down there. The traffic's going both ways on this bit with some traffic lights to segregate and make sure that, to regulate it. Single line working in railway terms. Right, let's get up to Runcorn. We've done this before anyway when we changed here and did the curve to Helsby. Here we are, Runcorn. So let's see now. Next service on this side is Euston. In about half an hour, just over. So we'll head over to the down platform, which I'm sure it will be. This is bound to be up. Right, here's our next train, just one stop to Lime Street. Liverpool as in. Then we'll see what we can get from there. Back home. Certainly didn't plan on coming here today. By ICI trains to Folly Lane freights, so I thought I would mention that. I've done it myself, I think, if I remember rightly now, once before on a tour. Right, we are on the move again, heading from Runcorn. That's just plain at Runcorn to Liverpool Lime Street. There's not stopping, no stops anywhere intermediate. Now it's straight to Lime Street. Is this one?
Welcome on board this Novanti West Coast service to Liverpool Lime Street.
Crossing a still a lot of building work going on there, that new road.
If you
And
see
this
something that
is the
doesn't look
viaduct.
right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police.
I thought we might have gone
on
south actually, but anyway, this is as easy.
61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Here we are. It's like in a, so not a tube, but a trellis is this. This is the River Mersey. If it's making your eyes go funny, I apologise. There's a stone built part of the viaduct now that we're on. Down there now is the line from Bank Quay, low level and Latchford. There's no Warrington Bank Quay low level station, of course, it's just where it goes underneath, under the station. It's like past Fiddler's Ferry Power Station, if that still exists. Now Ditton is a disused station somewhere a little bit further along here now. And I think it had 4 platforms, 2 on the main line, 2 on this line to the left. Yeah, this is it. This is what was Ditton. It hasn't been used since about the mid-90s, but there has been plans to reopen it. Now this is the entrance to Garston Freightliner Terminal, down that way now. We swing right. That's what we did a rail tour down there, nearly 30 years ago I think now. 91 I think it was, or 92, and it went down that way and then it reversed and came back round the sharp third side of the triangle, which you'll see very shortly. I'm not sure if it's just a single track or not, but yeah, this is the third side of the triangle. Yeah, it is just a single track. Yeah, we did that. And that does look like it's had a train on it for a while, does it? A bit rusty. Liverpool South Parkway, that's what was Garston in effect, slightly modified. This is Liverpool South Parkway. I thought we would have stopped here, but obviously not. Right, this is the other Mossley now. This is Mossley Hill. Oh, there's an SD right next to it. Check that out next time. So we've done Mossley Greater Manchester, but we've not done that one as yet. Might go to Sefton Park and have a look at that when we do it. Right, just coming into Lime Street now, but I don't think we're going to get the Scarborough train because it's only 2 minutes. 1 minute now even. We'll just have to see if we get the next available train eastwards towards Manchester or whatever. So we are on the 2008 Birmingham New Street semi-fast service. There's a northern one coming in here, where it's from. Just going one stop with this to Liverpool South Parkway. We would actually have been better not getting that third Avanti service
to Birmingham New Street
at Runcorn and actually waiting for the Wrexham one to get there, so we'd have to come into Liverpool. But anyway, it's all worked out reasonably well. We haven't had to hang around ages. This is Edge Hill. We've been off here before, but we've never actually got off the station, so we need to do that. Whether we'll just walk it to Liverpool or not, I don't know, we'll see. Might do it when we do Mosley Hill and West Allerton. Right, we just changed here now at Liverpool South Parkway, and we are going to get back to Cottingley. This is the very last train of all, so we can still do it back home. It's not what I'd intended to do, but anyway, we want the left feather on this when on the next train, which is about 20 minutes after this has gone. Which is too long for the, you said it was, didn't it? Front unit only. Yeah, so we want the feather off here now to go down to Hubs Cross and onto the CLC route to Piccadilly, Oxford Road, whatever. feather has come off now, so it's set for this train, which is our next train to Manchester, to Oxford Road, which is a new one. We could have got on this at Lime Street, but I thought we'd get that West Midlands, whatever, just to here, just to save hanging out at Liverpool Lime Street too long. Right, so this one right through to Oxford Road.
Customers are requested to remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police via text on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Right, after being rudely interrupted, we are now heading onto the CLC route to Manchester Oxford Road. This is Allerton Depot, of course, here. Right, just past Halewood, and that's where we sunbathed just down there, back in May, I think it was, because we walked in down there from Buff Green. This is Glazebrook. Now, if you remember, we walked here from the next station from Earlham early this year. Was it last year? It's not that long ago anyway. It might have been this year actually, beginning of whenever it was. Yeah, we did a walk here, and we did another couple of walks where we did Padgate as well. I think it was last year actually. So yeah, that was Glazebrook. You might just see it's getting a bit, well, not quite dark yet, but it's not far off. It's beginning to, it's gone past sundown now. So you'll see roughly now where we walked a bit further up here. Oh, it's Earlham now. So no, I couldn't quite see where we were there. Look at the signals and all that here. The nice bar there was. Cafe. We're going to have to call it a day soon now. The video, it's rather long, so I think we'll have to...
This train is the northern service to Manchester Oxford Road.
Right, we've just got off this train now. It's just terminated here now at Manchester Oxford Road, and this is going to be it now. I'll have to end the video here. The battery is almost out, so it's a case of it's just a York service now at 21:58. And that'll take us directly back to Cottingley, hopefully, without any changing. So another train going out here, which is Blackpool, which obviously we didn't want. So right, okay. So yeah, we'll end the video here. So it's just back to Cottingley now, this York service, direct, and then see you next video. So cue music, and see you later.